let's just go right into it, because Harry Kane. We know he's the man that helps to make Spurs go around. And for the first time in, a relatively recent interview, he expressed probably a possibility that he could look at performing somewhere else or playing somewhere else at another club outside of London. So we know he's been linked with Manchester United as well. What's the latest? What do you expect from Harry Kane, or where do you expect him to be at least next season?
Harry Kane is torn over his future. I think he has a genuine affection for Tottenham. He would love to win something with Tottenham. That much is clear. The question is, are they in a position to do that? And are they in a position to challenge next season, the year after that, to really go for the biggest prizes, befitting of an England captain and a world-class striker? That's really the job that Tottenham have got to do this summer, to convince him that this is going to be the place to really fulfil his ambitions. He's given them a high degree of loyalty so far. He's never really although there's always been a lot of chat about it. He's never agitated for a leave, and he's not particularly agitating to leave now. But he is getting to a stage of his career where he wants to start winning something. He's, the Golden Boot is great. The individual accolades that he's had and the responsibility that he clearly revels in leading club and country, it can only really satisfy you so far. He is a highly driven serial winner, and he judges himself against the very, very best in the world. Now, if he was to leave this summer, he would command a fee of £200 million, maybe even more than that. I still think, I suppose the coronavirus would have an impact on it, perhaps to some extent, but he would be up there with the world record fee, I think, even now. So you would be looking at 200 million in that area to try and get him. And if that was the case, then Tottenham would be facing a similar situation they did a few years ago with Gareth Bale when they sold him for a world record fee. And they ended up bringing in 7 players, all of a lower level ability, really, to try and replace one in Gareth Bale. And it didn't really work. And that's kind of a warning from history for Tottenham. To what might happen if they do sell Kane. I don't think they have any desire to sell him whatsoever. I think he would have to force through a move for that to happen.
We think of Spurs, we don't really think of splashing the cash. I mean, it's something that we saw the discomfort with Mauricio Pochettino before, he was sacked. Jose Mourinho now has come in. He's also been one that has moaned here and there about not getting players that he wants now. And with this coronavirus pandemic affecting the market, what direction do you think Jose himself would actually just want to go? And will he get it?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that Jose Mourinho has had a disagreement with his hierarchy about spending money, would it? It does seem quite a cyclical thing with him, and I think it's going to be a problem for him again. Tottenham are always going to be in trouble to some extent because of the debt on the stadium. That was a massive operation to pull off. They refinanced that debt to the extent that they would have £25 million ring fenced every year to set aside on transfers. Now they actually did quite a good job refinancing that. He got a very good interest level on the repayments, and he was able to spread them over, I think it was 25 years. So that was a good deal that Daniel Levy did. But 25 million a year when you're trying to compete with Liverpool, Manchester City, and you're trying to recreate getting to a Champions League final, it's not a lot of money. It doesn't go very far. And so the pressure to cash in on their prize asset could come in the weeks and months ahead.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.